Hello and welcome to this first look map tour of the Somewhere in Thuringen map. That's the rough English translation of its original name. Now this is a very large fourfold map designed for MP servers more than single player. Although if you're as deranged as I can be at times, you'd probably try and play it single player. So we're down at the shop at the moment. It's a difficult map to find on a site which you can download it properly, unfortunately. Several of the well-known mod sites have got this map on there, but the i3D file is missing from the folders. You'll have a great deal of difficulty in trying to load it and play it. So we're going to hop into our Mahindra here for a look round. As per my last one, I'll leave the FPS up on the screen so we can see what's going on. So when we come on here single player, this is the combine, and that's where it's parked. That's what we're given on this map. This is one of these shops on here that we're in at the moment. You can see there's not a great amount in the shop area, no building or anything. It's not a great problem. We will travel around the map and have a look around. I've not even left this part of the map yet, so I've seen nothing on here myself. So we'll just head over this way. Very few fields are cropped on here when you spawn on here. You can see that the details are there. Your truck over to our right there is where we actually spawn onto the map. The truck is ours as well. So we're actually besides one of the farms at the moment, which I've probably missed the entrance into, but we'll take a quick detour through the field to get there. So this is designed as an MP map. There are 5 farms on here. There are folders in the... It comes as one large zip folder basically, which you have to unpack and take various bits out of. There's a save game in there, set up for MP if you want to use that. There's different items XML if you want to do a single player, to swap with the one in the original folder. A couple of buy points on here for seed and fertiliser. We've got one of the silos here on our left. I have the player camera installed, that's why we just cut through the map there. So a big placeable area here. And straight into what looks like a BGA. Like 3 clamps in here, 4 clamps in fact. So plenty of space for silage in here. FPS is fairly stable, high 50s, 60. That is locked at 60 at the moment. If I unlock it, it does go higher. I'm not going to do that because that may mess the recording up. We might as well take a cross-country route here as there's dirt tracks and see what we can find. So I wouldn't describe the fields as small on here, funnily enough. Someone who's already found this map has made a joke about me wanting to do potatoes on a big field on here. As you can see, we're right at the edge of the map here. There's no attempt to hide, so I don't think we'll be attempting to go any further that way. Bit of an attempt to hide it in places with painted borders. There are lakes on here for us to fill up water with for livestock. We've got one of them here in front of us. We've also got a floating tree in front of us on the edge of the lake. Just cut down the side of this field to this track over here. definitely not a flat map. If that's the only floating tree on here, I'd be very surprised by how many trees there are on this map. Lots of woodland again, forestry. As usual, have a look at some field prices as well, but you will need deep pockets. Little road up there. Heading back towards the edge of the map here again. Something we need to be aware of, that the edge of the map is not at all hidden, and if you get carried away you are going to fly straight off the edge. This backdrop is quite good on here, but you can see they'll join in it. Just head up through the woodland here. And head further into the map from this point. Try to get us up to the top end. So it is a fourfold map, so it's incredibly large. So in this video we'll probably won't see very much of it at all. At least if you want to play it, then it'll leave a lot of it to your imaginations on here to find out for yourselves. That's tree number 2 then. Bit of a knack of being able to find floating trees just like the on maps. We've got hunting blinds and power lines across here. The actual detail is good, but the border could do with a bit better effort to hide it, in my opinion. Doesn't detract from the map itself though, because with the map this size you probably won't spend a lot of time looking at the border. Use quite a realistic looking painted scenery on here, so it's not as bad as it could be compared to some maps we've seen. So we're just running along the top of what's probably the biggest field on here at the moment, with the biggest price tag. That I have looked at, and I'll save that as a surprise. A pretty unpleasant one. You would definitely want to put some more money in here to start as a new farmer, put it that way. £100,000 is not going to get you anywhere on this map. I'll come right up this way because there are some sell points up here and field points. I want to have a look and see what we've got up this corner. Not so much a corner, but end of the map. So we have a sell point there. It's worth mentioning I do have the traffic on for the minute. There is traffic on here. Fuel station there. And another sell point over here. Clue as to which website is the best one to download it from there behind the Mahindra. It is on uploader.net unfortunately, so unless you're going to pay for it, it will take quite a while to download it. There's a few clues on there as to where to look for things. So, a few little clues on there as to where to find this map. Head down this way this time, go on the rules of the road, go on the wrong side of the road again. So there's plenty of placeable tree mods out there now if you want to add some more trees to this map. A few houses dotted about. So most of the fields just cultivated on here when you spawn onto the map, so don't expect lots of crops. Wooded areas everywhere. Coming up to another pond or lake down here. I believe there's in the region of 60 arable fields on here. I think it was 40 meadows. I will double check those figures before we finish this one. So a nice big meadow there if you want to do grassland. So I'm not lost at the moment, just temporarily misplaced without a degree of accuracy on the map. In one of the wooded areas here, so we've got the bare soil in the woods, as it's how it should be. Not lots of grass growing through the bottom. Could do with a little bit of better finishing in places, I think would be the right thing to say about this. So we're coming up on another sell point and farmyard. So I say there's 5 farmyards on here, so we should come across another 1 or 2 around the map. We got sell points up to our left, which I think we'll just have a little trip up to. Or maybe a farm up to our left actually, and a sell point. We'll have to take a detour, I think. Just get into there. See more buildings. Looking like the sell point's actually another BGA up here. No livestock buildings on here, just farmyards. Got all the farms set up ready for you. As I say, this is new farmer. This one, I'm not sure what exactly is on here. If you come on in farm manager mode or start from scratch, probably very little, unless they have given you these as well. We have another silo there. Concrete farm track going in this direction, which looks like it leads to more silos. So we have some more silos down here. 3 clamps to our silage. The FPS is fairly stable on here. It's got one of the more detailed bits now, the houses around us. It's still high 50s, 60 FPS. Should be good for those who've got lower spec systems. Some more water there on the right. Maybe you can fill up out of them, I don't know, but have to try. Lots of little ponds in here. A meadow to the left there. There we came in. Some more sell points, in front of which were the ones on our right as we came Down from our right there. Sell point there. I think you'd have to be incredibly brave to do a start from scratch on here. Not sure if brave is the right word for it, but it'll do for now. So we've got a little bit of a river running to our right, I think. Yep. Down there. So we have some more. Ooh, that'll be the end of the map again then. We've gone across the map. Good job I wasn't going much quicker there. Otherwise we might have lost the Mahindra. If you watch some of my live streams, you know I'm quite good at launching things off the end of a map if there's a chance. That's usually vultures in that case. It looks to me like we might have the animal dealers up there. That's a bale sell point as well, be my guess. Sell point for crops there, and the animal dealers in here as well, or in this sort of area. So we shall now just blow this map up for a moment. As you can see, we're down that bottom corner at the moment. We started at over where it says biogas plant. So we've gone over quite a large chunk of this map so far. I'll take a quick ride over this way. Dirt tracks, painted tracks, and prefab road sections on here. Good mixture of roads. Heading into the woods here by the looks of it. Should keep those who like forestry happy. Heading down towards one of our fields by the looks of that as well. So I take the wrong turn again. Nice irregular shaped fields. Don't worry about rectangular fields on this map, that's for certain. Don't worry more about getting lost on there to start with till you're used to it. Some of the smaller fields in this corner. See on the map what size the fields are now, so I've left it bigger. Even though they look small on the map, they're not exactly what I would call tiny. We need to shoot off to the right somewhere if we can. So we're heading back up away from our field at the moment, through the woods. We may have to do a detour here, go for a walk in the woods. I finally found a field with a crop in it, down here. Field 52. So looking like could well be oats. Try to bring us down to field 51, which is ours, somewhere down here. And some more floating trees. 3 floating trees in there, 4 there. Field 59 we're now on. We've got a bit of an abundance of floating trees down here, unfortunately. We're now into one of the fields we own. Right, a tiny one. Go cross country again. Find the road. So we're at the edge of the map once more. Gives you an idea of the terrain of the fields now. Look at that. Head over to this clump of buildings here. Heading back towards where we started from in a rough sort of way. Houses and a few bits and pieces dotted about. So we're coming up on another biogas plant at Cell Point there as well. Some more woodland over there. And water by the looks of it. Back at another BGA. Some more farm buildings here as well for us. Not short of farm buildings on this map. Looks like another Cell Point there. So, as we've sort of been around the main areas of buildings here now, let's have a look at the map proper. The big version. So, see here, you got a farm there, got another one there, one down here, one here, and one there. So there are 5 farms. With that in mind, we have 121 purchasable parcels of land on here, 60 fields of all shapes and sizes, 40 forests, 16 meadows, 5 cell points of some description, or 5 farms, sorry, 2 purchase points for fertiliser, seeds and lime, 3 lakes for water abstraction, and it mentions something about water mermaids have been sighted, so I'm not quite sure what you expect to find in those lakes. So I've done nothing on this map since being here, on here. So we've got field 52, 60, 32 and 26 are the only cropped ones. And we own fields 51 and 36 as we come on here. So, purchase prices. So you're sitting down here. So if we do own a few little meadows as well down here, and the meadow there. Actually, the meadows aren't numbered, so they won't actually show up as green numbers. So, say we want to buy the big meadow here. You're £1.5 million. If you want to buy a really small little field, say 56, 224,000. I have a feeling that it looks small, it's actually quite big. So we know if we've just looked down them, they are not as small as they look. Bear in mind, this is a four-fold map. Chunk of forest, 2.25 million. Biggest field on the map, hope you're sitting down, 7.29 million. 6.517 million. If you want to boil the water, it's yeah, you'll need to put a lot of money in to buy the water, put it that way. I think that's the best way to describe that. All the 9s. So it's expensive for you to go try that trick. But as you can see, the prices are not cheap as you go around here. But then it is set up for MP, and let's hope you'll be able to make money from it. Contracts, nothing showing up, so I'm presuming there's no contracts on this map, but I could be wrong. Machinery wise, we'll go into the garage and look at what we've actually got. So we have a Vulture T234, Puma 185 CVX, the MF Combine we've already seen, the Lizard pickup, the Mahindra's mine which I bought, 2 trailers, a plough, cultivator, Valdstat drill, Kuhn sprayer, Kuhn front tank, New Holland mower, Pottinger tedder, rake, sorry, Strautmann wagon, header trailer, and 2 front weights. That's it. The combine's big enough for the fields we actually own on here, but I think that's about as far as you'd want to go with that 25-foot combine. We'd soon be looking at bigger ones with this map. So let's have a look at the sell points. So we've got the barn, biogas plants, Getride Ag. I think I'll stop trying to pronounce them now. So not everything takes all items. So we've got 3 which take your cereal crops, 2 which take canola, 2 which take sunflowers, 3 take soya, 3 take corn, 3 take potatoes and sugar beet. The 2 wool based ones take your cotton and I'd have to guess as wool. Sugar cane in 2 of them, eggs in 2 of them, milk in 3 of them, wood chips just at the sawmill, then our clamp based products. We've got barn biogas and the top one there, straw just the barn and same top one there, manure at biogas plant. Now this is on the easy economy setting at the moment, slurry just the biogas plant. So there's a fair assortment of sell points on here. Some nice big fields, lots of trees dotted about. Ideal map for big MP if you either want to split up with the farms or if you want to work together. So hopefully you've enjoyed this first look. Hopefully you might be able to make use of this on the server, as long as you download it from the right place, of course. So I will put a link to LS Mod Company in the description, but please bear in mind it is unuploaded.net, so it will take a long while to unload unless you're going to pay for it. But for now, that's where we'll leave this first look, which I hope you've enjoyed having a look around this map with me. If you have, please remember to drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't done already, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching and bye for now.